got to be 9.
It's got to be 9.
Project My Life. Ask Monetti. 9 minutes.
You just had a puff of cloud, like dust come off you when you did that. Don't be getting it all on my black shirt right now. Holy shit, hi.
Just doing little renovations over here in the studio. Feeling great. We
It's
are
a continuation of yesterday.
30 minutes away from having the party. 6 o'clock arrival time for the Somerville Challenge party. We're throwing a party for everybody participating and also the Somerville Rescue Squad. Gonna give them their check, have a few drinks, eat a little food, and celebrate. Listeners, you don't have the privilege of seeing what I look like right now. I've been doing some renovations in the studio, obviously, continuation of yesterday. But do I smell already, Karen?
You're just very dusty and I'm very clean.
I'm like right in the camera too.
I don't want to get all dusty.
I'm a little ripe right now, but we have to do this podcast, and we have a question, and it was from Jen, and she asked about, actually, can you pull up your Facebook real quick?
I don't have my phone.
Can you go get it?
Nope.
Why not?
We have 8 minutes.
You go get it. Hurry up, speed. All right, guys, we are done doing this podcast. It was about how do you handle injury, how do you handle injuries, and how do you handle the setbacks. And I want to get to the exact specific question. So here comes Karen. She's going to pull up
I have to find it. It might take me a minute.
the Facebook post.
page is
It's okay. We're on 145. We still got plenty of time to go through this. Chop
What
it up.
page is it on? I don't even...
It was on my shared page. So check on me. Anyway, guys, I hope you're digging these podcasts. They're 9 minutes long. Quick, I love the number 9. And number 9's always been popping up in my life, so I like it. We're going with 9 minutes or less. Maybe a little bit over.
I'm looking for
You got it?
No, I don't know which...
No, was it peer pressure one?
Those are the only... Let me see. I can't see your comments.
Comments. Just click on the actual post. We're looking for the exact question.
We're wasting time.
We're not wasting questions.
No,
We're not wasting
there's
time.
not on that one.
All right, so go to the last one.
That was the last
So the
one.
one before that.
Let's see. I don't know.
No. Anyway, the question was, how do you handle setbacks? How do you handle injuries? Jen's been going through some stuff. Kevin has been going through some stuff. Actually, Kevin's scheduled. I was talking about him earlier. That's why I'm referencing him. Scheduled for some surgery in December, and I'm just using reference points. But when you're going through, I think we were talking about it again with Coach Adam this morning. Excuse me. Inertia is what keeps you going. I have been charged the fuck up lately, just doing shit, making sure I get these podcasts up, making sure I'm doing some social media, making sure I'm just keeping busy throughout the whole entire day, and that's what's keeping me going. For a while, I mean, I go into little spots where I kind of quiet down, and I'm not as manic. I'm not as rambunctious. And I don't feel as fulfilled. I don't feel as productive. So when you're going through any kind of setback, injury or whatnot, you have to change your mindset. It's a shift in your mindset, and if you're not shifting it, or at least aware of the fact that you need to shift it out of that negativity of feeling like you're not getting as much done, or you're not doing as much in the gym, or you're not being as productive because of the injury, it's setting you back, right? If you're not aware of that and you don't shift yourself out of it, you're gonna get stuck. Let's get to the exact question. Karen, read it out loud.
All right, where'd it go? How about dealing with an injury and the required time off? I struggle with it a lot. So dealing with an injury.
And I brought Karen on board. You're not even in the camera. Get in the camera now.
I'm in the camera. Fine.
I had a major injury last year, and it was 16 weeks without me working out. It was literally, I took 16 weeks off of training. Everybody was very surprised, like, how did you handle 6 weeks of not working out? I was actually very excited for it because it was a guilt-free permission slip to not do anything. Now, that being said, I was ready for it. And if you're crazy with the universe giving you signs, I actually asked the universe to give me a sign of if I should compete or not, and then I get hit with that. So
Literally 12 hours later. It wasn't even like...
I took it as a literal, like, okay, dude, it's time to slow down. And I think injuries are stemmed from emotional attachment to something. That sounds kind of wacky, right? To some that may sound very legit, but I have been learning that there's phases of it. It starts with some kind of emotional connection, right? Some kind of emotional that you suppress subconsciously. And then it goes into physical. You feel the pain. Now you're like, holy shit, it's my elbow, it's in my shoulder, it's in my bicep, whatever it is. And then it becomes a mental game. Then it becomes a mental issue, a mental health issue, not issue, but it becomes more of a mind fuck. Because you go through these phases of kind of getting derailed from what you were supposed to be doing or what you want to do. Now, you're here. How did you handle some of your injuries?
Oof.
We have keep tracking that down. That's okay. Keep
How did I
tracking
handle? So I learned really the hard way when I pushed past what I should have like really stopped when I was injured. I kept going because my mind was so strong that it wouldn't let me stop. Right? I didn't let myself stop, and it made it even worse.
So then, do you think that that kind of lingered the?
Oh, totally. That's why for like years I have the same injury because I pushed past the point at which I was like, this is not right, but I'm signed up for that half marathon. I'm in pain literally every day, and I can't even like get off of a chair without pain. But I still ran, right? So now, 6 years later, still just went through the thing.
So some takeaways, or find something else that's gonna ground you. Like, we're talking injuries right now, but it's like any other setback in life. But let's just talk about the injuries standpoint.
So I learned from that because it happened to me again. I think the universe was testing me again because I was training for a marathon and I blew out my calf on vacation. Remember? And I pushed through, and eventually I said, you know what? I got to go to PT. Went to PT. I was like, guys, I want to run this marathon, make me better. So they worked with me, and it got to the point where I did PRP, and I was supposed to be at like 11 and a half miles that week in my training, and I couldn't even do one. So I called you, and I was hysterical crying, and I was like, you know what, I think this is the universe telling me, like, chick, you have two options right now. You can listen and pay attention to your body this time and honor it, and like, take a step back, chill out, and heal the problem.
Be okay with it.
And be okay with it. Or you could push past it. You could do this marathon and be miserable, more injured. Years down the road, it's probably going to take because I'll blow it out even more. And I wouldn't perform as good as I would want.
A few things to wrap it up. You are creating your story, your life. If you were doing something that you can't do now because of an injury, you should have the confidence to know that you will be back there because you were there once before. So there's no reason why you can't get there again. And if you're telling your story, if you're projecting, if you're pre-paving how you want your story to end when you're 116 and you're telling your story about how you lived your life, you'll say that I didn't let it stop me. I did this. And if you just do something, take your mind away from that and put it into something else. Maybe yoga. If you can't do yoga, maybe it's walking. Go for a walk. And if that's not the case, whatever it is, also gratitude. Be happy and grateful what you can do. You know, if you've never seen the guy with one arm clean and jerking and overhead pressing, I don't know, more than 300 pounds, you should Google it. I don't know his name, but that's pretty inspiring. Like, at one point, he doesn't have an arm. Unless he was born without it, he went through some kind of major trauma, major pain with that other side, the other arm that he had to get removed, whatever. I don't know his story. I don't know. I really would love to hear the story, actually. But whatever it is, he had to be in some kind of pain. Did it stop him? No. Was he going through some shit? Probably, I'm sure. Absolutely. But take your mind out of it. Be aware of it. Shift yourself. Be grateful for what you can do. Always, I'm Captain Happy and obnoxiously optimistic. Ask Karen. And if you give me 51 reasons, I'll give you 52 reasons why it's the opposite and why you should think, be happy and be optimistic. That being said, let it be.
Let's recap.
You'll recover. You'll get to where you need to be. Take a deep breath. Be okay with that. And understand that your body is going through something, and whether it's emotional, whether it's whatever it is, it'll pass, and you'll be able to get back, probably stronger. I know I'm stronger. Oh shit! I just mopped the floor. Damn, Karen's gonna kill me. But I wanted to give you this because that's a year, just about a year later, man. Right?
Yeah, like it looks really good, actually.
There's the thing, right? You guys who are watching, you guys who are listening, you can't see it, but. Like, that's wild, right? Your body will heal itself no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So take a deep breath.
Honor that. Give it the time it needs to heal. If you're trying to go against it, you're not giving your body the opportunity to even heal that area because you're using energy elsewhere.
Let it go. Be grateful for what you have. Find something else that can take your mind away from it. And believe in yourself, trust the process, and practice patience. We went over 1 minute, but that's great. Thank you. If you guys like this, please let us know. Comment, share, use hashtag AskMonetti. I'm really having fun with this, guys. I hope you're digging them. Feedback's been great. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Have a good night. All right, I gotta go. Bye. Let's go.